pot is lit and it's time to forge you yet another stream. And today we continue our adventures in Oxygen Not Included with another quick temper, another quick about 30 to 45 minute stream, and we're gonna get pretty quick into it. But I am reminded of the power of motherhood. I'm saying that because the last few days my girlfriend has been extra tired. Or, I'm sorry, I got that confused. She's not my girlfriend anymore, she's my fiance. She's been very tired, and I've been trying to give her a break with the baby lately, but lo and behold, old dad just can't do quite what mom can to put that baby to sleep. Probably tried a good half hour this morning to get her back to bed after her feeding. And mommy holds her for 5-10 minutes, boom, out like a light. She is just an amazing woman. I love them both. But without further ado, we will go into Oxygen Not Included, as we don't quite have the power of mothers to save us here or comfort us. We have no comforts, really. In fact, we'll see what comforts we do have available to us in a second. The answer seems to be not many. We do have the comforts of a latrine, a nice cozy bed where everybody seems to be just about getting into, and we do have some food starting at that too. We don't really have too many seeds for the next area, so we have the comforts of food, water, shelter, but who knows how long that's gonna last, because anything can change on a dime, I should say, not like a dime. In Oxygen Not Included. So the question is, where did we leave off? We left off in a pretty good spot. Like I said, we had plenty of oxygen. We have carbon dioxide pits to try and kind of deal with this stuff for the time being. There's not going to be anything too crazy going on, but we will have to deal with that eventually. It's kind of like a bandage solution. We do have some food. We have food available to us. I don't know if I can actually craft any of this stuff. I might be able to. Might be able to craft one. Waiting for materials, insufficient resources. Do I even have meal lice, I guess is the question. So I'm trying to cook this up before I even know what I have. I have no meal lice, so there's no point in me trying to make that. We will make a couple mush bars because our food's at 23,000. We have the start of our second block, and we do need to think about oh, somebody's actually got some food poisoning. I really hope you are not about to barf there. We need to actually check the germ meter now that I'm looking at this. One duplicant has food poisoning, and that's it. It's just Turner, but he's about to puke into our water source, which it looks like he already. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Aw, man. It just polluted our water source. We didn't actually have any polluted water at the time, so I checked off liquid there because there was only one option, water. And they've decided, oh yeah, we're gonna, hey Turner, can you like move to like over here? Please, if you're gonna puke. Alright, so unfortunately we have a little bit of contaminated water situation in our water here. It's not too bad because as they're going to pump it out, if they pump that out, then they'll just put that to the side and get some real water. It'll act as like a little manual filter, I suppose. As long as we haven't automated pipes and whatnot, shouldn't be an issue. Alright, but what do we have to deal with here? We do have the situation of these outhouses still. We do need to deal with a little bit of the waste. Oh my god, would you look at this? I keep pausing this because we're finding lots of good things here. We have not only a natural gas geyser right here, but we have a water source. We have a cool steam vent sitting right there as well. The only thing is, it's going to take an experienced miner to get over here. Yeah, to break through this threshold, we're going to need an experienced miner for sure. Now I gotta watch out for all this water that's there too. I'm pretty sure this entire threshold, yeah, that entire threshold is gonna need experienced miners. So that's one thing we're gonna have to work on too. I don't think we have a job board, and honestly, I need to figure out where that is. Conveniently enough, research is just completed for for advanced research. Awesome. So where's the job board? All right. Minus. No? No job board. I have to figure out where the heck that is. It should be early tier research somewhere, but I don't know where. Unless they remove the ability for job boards, but I don't know why they would do that. Alright, well, it wouldn't be that far in. Excuse me while I try and find this. This is the only place where there is never any music for some reason. I don't. Wait. Grooming station. That's an interesting predicament. I have no idea where the job boards are. Wait. Skill scrubber. Refunds us duplicate skill points. Skill points are lost in the process. Maybe they changed how it works. Maybe they got rid of the job board. Cook supply self. It's entirely possible they changed how the job board works. We're gonna keep this on slow for the time being. I should queue up some kind of project for them in the meantime. I guess if I had a better place to put the waste, we could think about something with that, but I guess I gotta queue up some research in the meantime while I'm figuring that out. We do have advanced research started. We haven't built it. We'll probably work on that then. We'll have them build that up. In the meantime, do we want to get into plumbing? Do we want to get into airflow? I feel like airflow would help us, especially with the airlock. It's something we're gonna need not soon, but definitely would be nice to have. Alright, and apparently this dig operation is too much for whoever's there, so we're gonna cancel that out. So perhaps we'll just have them go on a digging adventure. We'll have them dig out about that much. We'll see if they can get something good out of that. And perhaps we'll have them dig out here too, just to get some resources. We're going to need more metal too, so perhaps I wouldn't say that. We'll go there, so they can dig out some metal. So that'll keep them busy for the time being. We'll build up a really quick super station. Totally not where it's staying, and I'm not hooking up the power yet until I figure out the heck did they do with jobs. Star map, that's not it. Cycle colony report. Research, that's not it. Skills, I found it. Okay, so they did redo the job system since the last time we played. They have a new skill tree. That's cool. So this system's got a bit more advanced then. Okay, so they can just work on skills if they need to. Okay, but they've got morale +2, morale needed is 3. Okay, so this is how you can get into more specialized stuff. And you can select hats for them based on that. That's cool. So you can have a duplicate that could do all, I suppose. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's really cool. And they kind of level up as things go. That's especially cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop saying cool, because we do need somebody who can dig. I don't know. You are good at construction, and you are very strong. So we'll put you on the building side of things. I really need to check. Okay, so this is the morale meter of what they have and what they need. It does give them. So this is how much they have, and the red is how much they need. Okay. So Camille is somebody who's a farmer. We will need somebody to tend to crops soon. We will need somebody on the side of construction for the time being. I just want to see who else we got. We need a supplier for sure. Who's the one that's really, really quick? It's Frankie, I think, right? Frankie's pretty quick. Alright, Turner's definitely going to be our doctor. We're going to need a med bay very soon, too. Because as we start exploring out, not just food poisoning is going to be an issue, slime lung and the like is going to be a problem. Especially hypothermia when people get really wet when we're dealing with that geyser eventually. I guess you're good at creativity, like really good actually. So I might just put you on decorating for a bit. Meep, we do need a supplier. Alright, and then we got one more that we can either put towards cooking, which we don't really need cooking that badly right now. I mean, we're just on the microbe musher. So we'll go to improve construction, and I think That'll work out pretty good. So, the job board's gone. Things have changed. And we've got a lot of stuff queued up right now for digging and whatnot. We really need to consider, what do we need at this moment? One thing that's going to help, and I guess that's where the priorities for duplicants start to come in here. So Frankie, decorating is going to be a priority for them, but we don't really need to specify anything right now. When we start going into the specifications too early, we really start running into issues like duplicants will not do the jobs they need to do when we really need everybody to be kind of generally focused on everything at the same time. Okay, so the general consensus is morale is pretty darn good. Everybody's got a 3 or 4 morale going for them right now. We do want to improve on that. Something that would give us more morale bonus that's new. A park is something we're probably not going to be able to do because it needs wild plants. At least 2 wild plants and no industrial machinery. You know, that makes me think that this is technically a park. Because that's a wild plant and that's a wild plant. I wonder. I really wonder if I were to wall that off, if that's considered a park at that point. And that's supposed to give them a 3 morale boost. Well, let's give that a shot. If we put this right here, without changing anything, because this room size is probably within that 64 it wants. Yep, within 64, there's at least 2 wild plants in there. We got the muckroot. We got the bristle blossom and stuff. They're kind of dead. But they might eat the muckroot is the only problem. Even these bristle blossoms, if they do die, it's kind of like, let it go. Let's see what happens. I'm going to put this at a priority 6 for somebody to build. Just to see what happens there. Next stage. Nature reserve. 120 tiles max. Park sign. Oh, you need a park sign. Oh, wait. Sorry, Frankie. A park sign. I don't know what a park sign is. So unless you have a park sign, which I imagine is somewhere in decorating. Carpeted tile. Interesting. I imagine that's somewhere in there. I don't know if I want to really flick the switch on that yet. I might have switches, gonna think of it. So let me try this out. I'm gonna put in a couple, tiles right there. A little bit like this. So this doesn't always consume power. I can switch it on and off. We will need somebody who, I need a researcher, actually. You know, I don't have a researcher. That's interesting. I never thought about that. That's who we're gonna need soon, then. Somebody who can do researching is probably our next thing. 1 sick duplicant Turner with food poisoning. How is he doing with the food poisoning? Is he almost done? And he's got a whole nother cycle of it. Ugh, that's unfortunate. So that's good there. We do have a lot to think about. There's a lot to explore. On the germ overlay, we're still pretty far from that slime, which is okay. We really just need people to start getting better at digging. Which, you know, I wonder, can somebody actually dig this now? Yeah, somebody can actually dig that now. Blacks, hard digging skill. They're talking about this. What's the hard digging skill exactly? It's not this, right? Oh, it's improved construction. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I didn't give anybody the hard digging skill. I have 2 people that are good in construction. Aw, man, and nobody that's good in, digging. Okay, so now I need a digger and a researcher. I don't know if they could pull double duty on that either. Oh boy. So that's still a no-go. Well, yeah, so I can't really go too far out with that. Next order of business then is thinking about water. maybe thinking about expansion here too. Well, this area is very nice, and I'd say it's kind of nice for water aside from this. That slime being there makes things a little difficult. Nice basin here. That's maybe at the low point of the base, make things a lot easier to get to, but it would be a pretty big carbon dioxide net as well. So that's something we would have to deal with. I suppose it wouldn't be too hard, since there's a water source there, to have a cycle that just kind of takes it out as we need to. But I'm thinking low point would be the best for water. It's a lot to consider here, and there's a duplicate going, and we're going to speed things up here as we're thinking about this, because it's kind of hard to decide what direction we want to go right this second. Research, we're still getting some basics underway. We're still getting some airflow management going. Food's going well. People are digging things up. Oh, there's a lot of these hatches here now. That's one thing we're gonna have to work. Ranching, maybe that's what we should deal with, is ranching, but I don't have ranching research. That's like up here. We would need advanced research, so we're back to square one with that one. Okay, that was short-lived. Gosh dang it, where do we need to go? What do we need to do, and how should we do it? Well, I don't have the need for power yet. I have the need for duplicants, and I guess giving them sustainable life. So perhaps what I could do... I think it might be dumb to start a new block right now. But I might do it, just to kind of get the next block underway as well. I'm gonna leave it empty, of course, no beds, so duplicates don't accidentally go to that. They all need something to do. They all need something to do, and we're not really sure what it can be at this point. And we'll put a thing there. So this will be good for them to do. They're doing a lot of digging, they're doing a lot of researching. Things are going swimmingly well. But I do remember I talked about a med bay. And we do have a perfect little clearing that's coming out right here. So perhaps we'll design the med bay off of here. So, what do we need for a med bay? I think it would just be a hospital. New medical equipment, toilet, and a mess table. There would be a dedicated toilet for this area as well. And that's one stage of research complete. I think they have another one to go. Where is it? Where is it? Yep, they have another one to go, so they're good on that. So med bay, that's what we'll go for. This room doesn't need to be too high, I suppose. It could cap off about here. This will probably turn into the mess hall, to be honest, or it might turn into the research room. Perhaps I'll come up with something a little more concrete in the future. I'll have them dig out that much. But that kind of makes me wonder what I should do with this little dip I've got going here. Perhaps we'll just use this to make a more interesting room. Like a step down here. Like that. Pop it up a little bit. So that the thing is, the room will be really large if we do that. So perhaps we'll keep it like a narrow entranceway. Like that. Like this. And we'll say dig out all of that. We do have some room for the equipment we need. We will need a mess table. You know, I just realized I don't think I have a mess table. I do have a mess table. That's another thing we can deal with. Perhaps instead of doing a med bay here, we could do a mess hall. I think we've got some good headway for that. Between where the food is and where that is, it would be not that bad to do. And keeping things kind of concise wouldn't be an issue either. We could do a back entranceway here, but I kind of want to do a little bit of thinking about how long this is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold that thought. Duplicant, we need researcher or digger. I see somebody with digging. I see somebody with supplying. I see another person with digging. Okay, you're the biggest digger right here. You cannot research, so that's out for a duel. You're good with machinery, and you can't attack. I'd say Lindsay, our perfect little pacifist Lindsay, would be perfect as our digger. Here's the problem. I think with the new skill system, it's gonna it's gonna take a little bit more. So he needs, so he would have plenty of morale to do this. It's funny because he actually gets more morale for having this improved carry as well. Lindsay actually comes here with a skill point too, so apparently they start with one. We definitely want you at hard digging because we need a digger. Please and thank you. Alright, so ventilation's working well. Stations are, I still haven't done anything with the skill scrubber. Perhaps I'll just put that in this area? Or not. And I was thinking about turning this either into a med bay or a mess hall. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, my thought is, for the mess hall, we have a mess hall contain 2 blocks. So we get 2 different mess halls. Since there's 13 here, we need 5. That would mean that we have an excess of 3 tiles. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got a nice little gap between them for A and B block seating. I think that'll work nicely. I think one of the things with a mess hall, that's an accidental screenshot. Where is that mess hall? We need a 64 room. That might be too big, we'll see. No industrial machinery and just a mess table. So priority on this at 6 to define that. Priority 6 on these to define those. And I might consider building the next mess hall a little higher at here. Connecting them up, not sure. We'll put this as a little level marker here. It's short headway. It's okay. Things kind of get a little cramped over time, but I feel like this should be within the 64 tile. I think there might be a way to measure. 14 by 3 minus 1. So 14 by 3 minus 1 is about, call it like 45. So yeah, that's within there. I could even go bigger if I wanted to. Grand Hall will probably be the next upgrade, but once this is all done, we're set there. And we have the next block underway as well. I might want to start making schedules. So we'll call this the default schedule. We'll have one that's called, rename it to A block, which will be mimicking this. We'll add another schedule called B block. And what we'll do with B block is we'll try and shift this to, ooh, how do I move the scheduler around now? Work shifts, must perform errand during the time, okay. I should be able to, paint tools, here we go. Bedtime. 1, 2, 3, downtime, 1, 2. And this is at the end of this right here. And then we have work time going bop, bop. Oh, that's not work. Work time here. So now we've effectively shifted this back. So these duplicants will be sleeping sooner. Nobody's on these schedules right now. I'm thinking about for the time being. They can all go at it, but once we fill B block, we're gonna have to start getting them on separate schedulings. Just to kind of even things out a bit more. So, going good. That is considered a mess hall. So once these get all assigned up, we'll be good. Next thing, I suppose, what's the difference between a bedroom and a barracks? Bedroom, sleeping in private. will improve Duplicants' morale. So we could do barracks and we could do bedrooms. I suppose those would be for loud sleepers. Or for special Duplicants. But making separate bedrooms the entire time is kind of strange. One thing I guess we could do is we could separate out these beds right here. And that technically makes it a bedroom. Just having the one here, but they'd have to go through multiple doors. That's a thought. If we move this bed over a little bit and put dividers, they're all technically a block as far as I'm concerned, but they give them a little more of a morale bonus. Oh wait, I'm missing something key though. Minimum size of 12. That would not work because it wouldn't be big enough. It'd be too small. Okay, so one thing we gotta do here too, because this area is getting a little bit tight up there, is that, and we need to select our next research, and I have 10-minute warning here to get going on this. So, what do we have? What do we have? We've done power, we've done a little bit of colony development. We have, maybe we'll go into decor for a little bit more morale, or maybe we'll go into automation so that we could start having that under our belt. I'd be okay with automation or door. Okay, so we'll go decor later, because right now I don't think there's a lot of stress related to decor. Nobody's stressed, in fact. High morale cycle, and then yeah, so they're still pretty good on morale right there. Nothing's really grieving them too bad, which is interesting. So we'll cancel that out so we're not queuing that up. This hatch is stuck in the door. Oh! Okay. Somebody just got hurt with that one. And we're gonna need some med bays soon as well, now that I saw that. Please don't. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Actually, oh, you guys are idiots. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay. Well, this area is really cleared out now. We could probably start making a little more of a research room, and we can also start making, I want to call it the start of the kitchen. We'll just make this a room, a layer for now. Food is decent. We're good on that. We have acquired a lot more mealwood seeds. So somebody could start doing that. We will probably start needing to refrigerate our food, though. It looks like we've got a couple lice loaves we can make. I don't know how many. Okay, maybe not 3. Maybe only 2. Okay, definitely 2. And the edibles... We've got quite a few meal lice, actually. I'll queue up, like, 10, and they'll just make them as we get them. And that should be plenty. I suppose next order of business... Do we actually have a room called the research room? Barracks, mess, massage clinic. Massage clinic, I guess, would be the next thing, too. For something a little more stress relief on them. But a med bay is most likely our biggest priority here. I could put it near the barracks, so it's not too bad. But I do want to leave some pathways for if I want to expand in the future. So I would like to consider this area our main hallway, I suppose, to left and right. Knowing that, I wouldn't want to put the duplicants too far down when it comes to the med bay. I don't want to go above our farming in case we want to tier up a little more. And there's a bunch of water there. I suppose I could just chuck them in the corner here, where all this metal is. But having sick people near food is kind of strange to me. Excuse me while I'm running through my head here, trying to figure out where I actually want this thing to be. Well, knowing that there is some slime and stuff over here, it's not so bad. Over here we've got the geysers and stuff, so really we're going to want our power and our water and stuff to go in this section where all this stuff is. So that's determined. This means that this area is here. I want another mess hall here, so that leaves the last place to go is out here. Especially if I want to leave a little hallway down here for getting through to the slime here. Okay, so let's see how far we can actually go without digging into something nasty. I guess we don't need a super huge med bay. So we'll say we'll go out to here. We'll maybe even go a little bit further. We'll say go out this far. We'll peen this off right here. Put that there, and we could have multiple floors of med bays as well, because I think we can have a couple duplicants in here. Thinking of the furniture of the med bay, we have one table here that could be, well, we're gonna want a sink for sure. And Lindsay's got food poisoning again, so that's beautiful. Oh no, not food poisoning again. That's the first time she got it. She's gonna be sick right there. How unfortunate. Let's see. It's the quarantine. It's not considered a hospital. Oh no, it is one room, huh? I thought that was considered two different things. Medical equipment, toilet, mess table. We'll need a mess table in there per bed. So if we have that, if we have this and two here, I'll need two mess tables, and I can't go too far into this area right here if I do that. You're gonna wash your hands going this way. I would need two mess tables if I do that. Just to have a couple duplicants here, it's the thing. You know what I might do instead? I might... they already built them. Darn it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So, I might try to section this off a little bit more. I might say... These guys need to slow down a little bit because they're a little quicker than I can actually think. So, 1, 2, 3 is valid. I think we can avoid the germs if we go like this. Dang it, that's still not right. Wait. Before you guys start doing that, I don't want to dig into this nastiness if I can help it. They're gonna dig into it no matter what, aren't they? Perhaps. All right, so we're gonna cancel this out. I'm gonna take a risk and just say, build up this, because what I'm thinking is, we have a little bit of a area here to come up there. At least 2 high. So this is where my plan's gonna unfold a little bit. We'll have the second med bay be up here and whatnot, but it'll be a little bit more shifted than what we're doing here. It'll be like, there's no perfect way to center this, I think. And we're gonna need 3 mess tables and a bathroom, actually. I didn't think about that. This room's gonna be way too big too, isn't it? Dang it. Per usual, my own planning and trying to be creative have bitten me in the backside. If I put 3 there, and if I, for plumbing, does this need to be 3 high? It needs to be 3 high. Darn it. Biting me in the backside again. Well, do I need 3 mess tables? I think I just need 1. I think I might just need 1, if that's the case. So I'll try to get plumbing in here. Where the hell are you? There you are. Outhouse. So I could put 1 there. I could put 1 here. I could say, get rid of that. And I almost can put a wall between here. I'm a tad shy because of that. So I might cheat. Do that, just to make a little narrow passageway. And for the furniture, we'll put a mess table here, mess table here. I don't want it right next to the bathroom. So this is just planning kind of stage. So that can go and count as one med bay. I could even kind of separate it off in theory like that, just to make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. The only thing is, if I put this ledge here, I've kind of stopped myself from putting a ladder down the other way. Man, design decisions are hard sometimes, guys. Just to make it look kind of nice. Alright. I'm gonna give myself like a minute more here, just to try and wrap up this idea. If this goes here, that's gonna be an issue, so maybe what I'll do instead... I'm thinking about how these can coerce together, is like this. Because really, we don't need... We could put a door here. I think we could still put a door on this tile. No, we can't, because then it's not considered a room. I could just bump this door out, and then that solves most of my problems too, though. I think that's what I'll do. I'll bump this door out. I'll put this here, and it'll look a lot better. And that'll be the start of the next med bay. So now we've got 2 mess tables. Hopefully this room isn't too big. If it's too big, that'll be kind of devastating. We just need at least a priority 6 on this. I forgot to dig out that. So priority 6 on that. We'll try to finish off at least that much. And this is whatever if they do that or not. I just want to see if this actually defines the room as a med bay once we get to there. You guys might actually want to like dig out to there too if it makes it easier to get there. Alright, oh! We got an issue. Why don't you guys take that out so little man here is not trapped? We'll deal with that later. I'll probably need to put a ladder going up for the time being. At least that high. And everybody's eating. So I don't feel like we're gonna actually make it this far, are we? And you need an experienced miner there, so we got 1 person that could do it. Okay, so regardless, we have the first one quarantined up. I hope, if I do a little calculation here, perhaps. 13 by 3, so 13 times 3. Where are you? So 13 times 3 is 39, plus 6 times 3, which is 18, equals 57, and that's it right there. We still actually have a little bit of space that we could use up, like maybe a couple blocks. Worthwhile, probably not. I could fit a 3rd mess table here, but putting that right next to the latrine is kind of gross, and I kind of like that little divide it's got going. So, in theory, that should be a working mess area. I could even move this wash basin over to make it look nicer. But everything's queued up and we are good to go for next time we start up oxygen not included. Let me see if we got a couple more seeds to plant in the meantime. We do, and they're really getting planted quicker than I can actually queue them up. And that's good to go. So we're gonna make sure we save this because we had problems in the past with that. And that is all the time I actually have for today. And I will see you guys next time. I'm trying to think when the next time is as I'm saying that, but I keep forgetting I don't have a schedule anymore. And we're just gonna have to let things roll as is. Could be tomorrow, could be in a week. We'll see how it goes, guys, but it was fun playing Oxygen Not Included once again. I really miss this game, and clearly some things have changed since the last time I played it, and I'm enjoying learning that. But regardless, that's all we've got time for today, and I will see you guys next time. See you later. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check if there's actually somebody I can raid in the meantime. My bad, my bad. Let's see. I had somebody in mind. Okay, and he is still on. So we're going to send you guys on over to Junior and Chill, who's doing some Digimon Re-Rise. So let me try and queue up this raid in the new format here. Junior, please on the start raid. Get him queued up in my tab right here. We should be good to go when that's ready. Alright, so we're going to send you on over to Junior and Chill, and that is all for today. I will see you guys next time. See you later.